Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
On time, on balance, and in your face. It's the Jack Henke Show, and we've come here to watch Jack eat. So you just keep on coming away there, old man, and let us know when you're done.
That's the theme today. AJ might be doing a phone call in today. He has some things. His life, everything's exploding right now. He is the man. He's the most wanted man in America.
Oh,
right
better
now.
him than me. I like to sleep, and I got good sleep last night, by the way.
How'd you do that?
6.5 hours. That's a long.
Okay,
That's a long.
that's right.
Let's just say I've rebuilt. I've rebuilt.
Oh, good.
I've rebuilt that which has fallen. So yeah. So it's nice.
Yeah, I got good sleep too last night.
Yeah, man. Well, then,
So there.
then our viewers will expect brilliance today.
Of course, they do every day. That's why they tune in.
No, they're tuning in.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
They're going to see how spectacularly they'll fall on their faces today.
No.
So there we go. Ego is everything.
Yes, it is. And you played the theme and everything. You're in front
everything. Yeah.
You're in front of Quinn Natala's sign. I mean, geez.
I was listening on the way into an awesome podcast about the, as usual, the current state of Hollywood. Really interesting. In the last 10 years, the top 100 movies, 8 of them have been like original screenplays or original ideas that were bought. The rest are the other 92 are all pre-sold intellectual properties,
Books?
Very seldom. It used to be the prior 10 years to that 10 years, there were a lot more books. There are very few books now. It was strictly comic books and video games and remakes of remakes of remakes and reimaginings of remakes and everything. And they say it's just going to get worse because they're beyond risk averse. Like everyone's naturally risk averse, right? Especially when you're throwing around, and Hollywood has forgotten how to make a movie for like under $100,000. The budgets always have to balloon to 150, 200 million. I'm sorry, $100,000. Wouldn't that be great? No, $100 million. Like yeah, and that's just it's actually more of a .com venture capitalist mentality that's running a creative art, and it's crazy. I mean, it's like how can
It's always
has been crazy. Yeah, I mean, not to ask.
I just mean it's always been run by people trying to make money. I mean, that's
God, yes, no.
Serving artists suck.
Right. The problem being is that actually that model doesn't work. There's it's all funny money, and there's no it's getting to the point where for the longest time they could convince their investors, that look at all the money we made, and there actually was no profit. Like they were they borrowed. Hollywood borrows all the millions they need to make the movie, and when they borrow the interest, like they'll pay off the prime borrowing money, but the interest just keeps ballooning and it's so it really is like a bubble that's about to burst, like real estate, like .com, like all that stuff. And
I'm sure happy fella.
No, it's just interesting. No, I mean I actually think it's great. I think it's awesome. I mean, the old adage, burn Hollywood, burn, it will. And they'll come back with, something, and they'll probably be, but when people are looking for creativity now, especially those kids today, get off my lawn, they go to video games because video games has like remarkable, that's all original material, except unless they're doing like Call of Duty 8. Well, okay, there you go. But I mean, an original video game can come out and take, the market by storm, and kids are excited, and so kids aren't really even going to movies anymore. They all went to the Super Mario movie because it was like, hey, a video game. And that movie was successful because it plays, according to my kids, that movie plays like you're just sitting there playing the game, except you don't have a controller. I mean, it's the only thing it's like missing.
It doesn't sound like fun.
It doesn't sound like fun to me.
If you don't have control, that's the whole point of a video game.
Well, well, they're ticking all the boxes. They're ticking all the so they basically revisit all the iterations of Mario. So these kids have grown up with Mario more so than anyone else, more than Big Bird, more than Elmo. They've grown up with Mario, and so it's just a weird world we live in, and the problem with this weird world is the thing that you mentioned. It's just getting harder to make money with these tropes that are in place. Like, this is how we do it. Why do you do it that way? Well, we've always done it that way. It doesn't work. Right. So it's really interesting. Yeah. So there you go.
A couple things I got had an interesting conversation. I was working on a project yesterday, and this woman, lovely woman, said that she never reads, and her husband always reads, and whenever they go to the movies, she doesn't want to go to movies with him when it's a movie based on a book. He said, because she said all he'll say is, the book's always better than the movie. Book's always, I mean, how many times, if you love a book, you've got your own movie in your head already. That's one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is, when you're writing a book, you have to cut out every possible thing that takes you away from driving the story forward to make it a good book. And then the movie, it doesn't have nearly as many time restrictions as a movie has. That movie has to cut something, and you're going to cut something the readers love. No matter, it's inevitable. Yeah. In an hour and 40. Well, how long was the Avatar movie? 3 hours.
A little, almost 3 and some.
I mean, that's
3:10 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's freakishly long for people.
Well, that's been a problem too. That's been a problem too, is movie length, and people are just not interested anymore in. Although Avatar: Way of Water did fine. But it goes back. It goes back to profitability again. It's like this Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is doing very well.
Is it? I was going to ask.
Yeah, no, it's making some good money, and but there's almost no way it can break even. There's just no way it can possibly break even. And that's weird. I mean, it's like well, the problem being is actually there are little pockets like. Paramount released a couple of horror movies last year, one called Barbarian and one called Smile. I think those are both Paramount movies, and they spent like $4 million on one and $10 million on the other. The $4 million one made upwards of like $150 million. That's great profitability, and that movie made money. But they're still like, but that's not like Transformers money where we spend $500 million on a movie and it makes $1.4 billion. That's real money, and that's the stuff that people want to see and hear. But I think if you do a bunch of those $4 million movies and make a bunch of $150 million profits, you could do the same, because the risk seems worse with that. Like, what if, God forbid, you make a Transformers movie? The big problem right now is that Flash movie, because the star is an idiot. And like rapes and pillages it's a guy, what's his name, he played the Flash in the last couple, he was in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, big young hot actor that everyone liked for a while, but he lost his mind. His handlers weren't handling him very well, and he went crazy and started breaking into houses in Hawaii and threatening people with shotguns and just going completely off the rails. And unfortunately, then he beat up some woman in a bar, which probably is a bad idea. And so yeah, he well, Jack's like, hey, well, what was her problem? What was she doing? What did she play on the jukebox? Because she plays "Everybody Hurts" by REM. I'm taking her out.
If you play that song out of all the songs by REM,
see,
you deserve a knuckle sandwich.
I don't care what gender you are, but yeah. So
I'm not a sexist.
No, actually, you're very fair. I like that. But I'm looking into who the hell
jumped in.
Oh, nice. Let's see here. Okay. What did Neil have to say? Let me put it. Here we go. Oh, it's a good comment too. Sometimes movie do the book justice. For example, Where the Crawdads Sing. It's rare when the movie is also good, but it happens. That's a funny example, because I've heard both. Some people who really love the book didn't like the movie at all. And actually, a lot of people who hadn't read the book really liked the movie. So it's a weird, I don't know. But and then I've heard actually where Mino's take is, which is like, yeah, I mean, it was a good representation. You know, the critics on that one were funny because they said the problem with this movie is they tried to cram so much of that book into the 2.5-hour running time that it just became unwieldy. It was like, okay, you know, scene. We got to get they did that with the first Harry Potter too, the first Harry Potter movie, which, again, for fans of the book, it was gravy because they're like, all my favorite stuff is there. But for people who are just coming in from this, you know, they're like, oh my God, this thing is just like, okay, we're here, now we're here, now we're here. So it's tough to bring those two mediums into a happy medium. So that's where it's at. But Ezra Miller, that's the guy who lost his mind. The Flash, and
I've not heard of the Flash nor Ezra. So
the Flash, that should have been out long, even like before the pandemic. Warner Brothers has been sitting on this thing forever. And then they couldn't release it because Ezra Miller was doing various preliminary hearings. So marketing-wise, it was really difficult. And the thing is that, like, again, it wasn't just like, it was like multiple women he was like threatening and stalking. And yeah, so it's just like, you can't have your superhero. Good. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. I'm excited for the Flash because Michael Keaton's getting back in the bat suit again. That was they're actually going to tie into the original 1989 Batman thing. So that
I liked him as Batman.
I love that movie. I actually just watched that last weekend because I hadn't seen it in forever. And it's really simple and really basic, but there's something that just works about that movie. I that original 89 Batman is awesome. I love it.
He really got raked over the coals for being
he did.
Chosen.
Yeah,
I mean,
I remember all that. Yeah. 89 was the summer of Batman. I mean, as Batman Bat Frenzy, it was everywhere. Prince was doing the bat dance everywhere.
Prince. I miss Prince.
Everyone misses Prince.
Mino misses Prince. Mino is Prince.
Mino was Prince. That's true. She was a very convincing Prince, actually.
She's very convincing whenever she starts wagging her finger at you. You're like, all right, I'm convinced. You got it. But she's the one who pulled the strings to get AJ the speaking slot last week. So that was great. Right on. Yeah. Cool. So that was really cool.
Excellent.
Mr. Bob's.
Underwriters.
Mr. Bob's needs help this Saturday. They're looking for volunteers, boots on the street in Milwaukee at Kosciuszko Park.
There
you go. You show up at 7:45. They give you a quick, this is what you do and how you do it. You're out of there by 9:15.
I feel like if they tell you this is what you do and how you do it, you go, okay, I'm going to do things.
No. There are, because Mr. Bob, look at Mr. Bob. You won't find a kinder, nicer man than Mr. Bob.
True.
However, if you F up, he's on you, man.
Is he really?
He lays down the law both to the friends and also to the helpers. Last time I was there a couple weeks ago, there's this woman who's, she's a drill sergeant. She runs the food table, and that's some tough stuff. And people told me to put up some tables over near the shoes. I was putting up these tables. She marches over and goes, "That's my table." And I said,
yes. If you can get Jack clicking his heels and saluting, that's a huge step in the right direction.
It's like, have at it.
Is she available for the show? I want her.
Oh my gosh!
I want her on the show.
But then she's the kindest person. But there's no, people get out of line there who are, if they ever do, this is the wrong day to mess with me. I've heard her say. Everybody's like, ooh, okay. And both friends and helpers are marching in line. I'll tell you that. So anyway, they need help. It's an easy shift. It's a fast shift, and it will change your weekend. So I highly recommend it to anyone.
There you go.
Java House. Oh, that place is so fucking good. That the coffee is just
New slogan. That place is so effing good.
Oh my god.
Henke and Associates has struck again.
It's gold. It's gold.
Diamonds, because love has many effing facets.
Oh my god! Oh, that's what Russ told me. We got to get to AJ because I know we're loaded today.
Yeah.
But Russ told me that Patty sufficiently carried you to the finish line. She
did.
bore your weight by herself. And I said, that doesn't surprise me with Patty. So Russell was impressed and saluting Patty from Russell.
She's a great accessory.
Yes, but Java House, anything hot or cold for drinks, you want stuff with caffeine, you want out without caffeine. They got it all. They got beans you can buy for your house. They have ground you can buy for your house. It's
really for the website. It's time to get rid of the Munsters house.
Yeah,
it's time. It's been a while. Let's do it.
Okay, now you're gonna have to talk to her for 3 hours. So good luck. Good luck with that.
I'm gonna let her know.
Hey, before I forget, did Dr. Ben RSVP for that 1 o'clock today?
Show did.
Okay,
yep.
Good.
All
right. Then, because Dr. Ben, that's worth an announcement.
Yeah.
Dr. Ben will be joining us tomorrow again. He's back on the schedule. People have been, what's going on? Where is he? We got all these terrible food things we want to share with him and have his head explode. So he'll be back tomorrow. Patty's such a sucker. All right.
Thank you, Patty.
Mel's 8-pin BC tap this Friday and Saturday night. AJ is going to be there from 6 to 7:30. Let's get to AJ. It's already 8:16. We're a minute late.
We kind of lost him there.
Did we? And he might have to call. Hang on. I better check. Oh, here he comes.
I have to do
AJ. What's that?
I lost you guys on audio, so I'm going to go over the phone.
Okay. Are you at your appointment thing or no?
No, I'm at the agent's office.
Oh, well.
Oh.
No wonder you don't want to be seen.
Should I send the agent the link?
The agent was in a meeting, so I could try to get him up. You guys keep talking. I'm going to try to get him up on my...
All right. Send him the link, Bulldog.
I'll send the link. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. In the meantime, what do you got today, son?
In the meantime, we got the Brewers last night. Yesterday afternoon, they stunk. It was another horrible performance. It was awful.
Don't mince words, AJ. What do you really think?
You can tell he's hanging out with the agent right now. No, it was awful. It was bad.
At least you weren't there.
Yeah, at least you were there.
No. I mean, look. I mean, I was on like the mid stink. This one was a true. This one was a whole plug your nose and ugh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
So are they done for the year?
No. The division is so bad. I can't say they're done for the year.
Okay. Well, if that's your high hopes, that's no good. But,
it's nice when you stink if you're in a division of stink.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we got that. We got the Lakers. Both series are 3-2 that were last night. So that makes for compelling. That makes for compelling television.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't. You said the Lakers were going to clinch it last night.
I did.
Yeah. Your streak of getting one prediction in a row is over.
I'm aware.
Okay. So what happened? Let me ask you this: are the Warriors going to win another game, or are the Lakers going to close it out?
No, the Lakers are going to close it out.
Even if that what's his name who's always hurt is hurt again?
Yeah, they're used to playing without him, so they're going to close it out.
You think? Okay, all right. You have your Warriors' faith is not there.
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's me just hoping that we pull some strings and Steve Kerr changes his contract. But maybe it's just me. I don't know.
It's just you. All right. So that's the one, and the other one. What about the Knicks and the Heat?
I don't think that series is over.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying I think it's going to go 7 now.
Okay. Well, looks like the agent's got you picking here both ways. Hang on. There we go. I can see the agent.
I'm trying to get AJ off of his now.
Hold on.
Okay, we're over here.
We're over here.
All right. Good.
Cool.
Good day.
So yeah, good day, guys.
Boy, you guys are you're not worth the trouble. I tell you what.
Yeah, we had to push our mouse twice, and I had to click once. It was terrible. It was so hard. I broke a sweat.
Oh man, and that's unusual. He's had personal trainers that haven't been able to get him to break a sweat. But you Bokinis have.
I spent $8 on this mouse, and you got me using it way too much.
So the Bokini boys are together. We got Bokini and Stereo.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We are together.
This wouldn't surprise me if the agent has differing views than AJ. Anything you want to add to this NBA discussion?
I think the Heat will take the Knicks down next game. I think so.
How is the Heat doing it, for God's sakes? They have Jimmy Butler and Duncan Robinson, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
How are they winning?
I called my buddy who I played college ball with, and I said, "Are you the only one that can guard Duncan Robinson?" He said, "Doesn't it seem no way?"
A bio or whatever. It was interesting. There was a conversation this morning that how the NBA, everybody in it has a solid big man. Usually it's been a lot of 2-guard type offense and things like that. And the big men, Celtics, you gotta like the Sixers right now over the Celtics.
That was also amazing to me that Embiid's good, but and Maxi's good, but what's his name's a turd who just
fear the beard.
Yeah, fear the turd is what I say.
Yeah.
What? So you think they're going to win? You think the Sixers are going to close that one out? They play tonight.
I want to say it's talent wise. You would think no, but they've been able to step up every time. Now's their time, right?
Do you think the Celtics are thinking once the Bucks lost, they had it made, and they were just going to walk through? Maybe that had some effect.
I do. I think right.
You would think so.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are pretty high on themselves.
Yeah.
So, that and who's the other game tonight?
Nuggets and Phoenix.
You know what? I hate to say it because I've been in. We had a session with people in from all over the country. Who won the other night? Who's leading that series? Nuggets are winning, so they can close out tonight. Yeah. Is that in Denver? No, in Phoenix today.
Back in Phoenix, yeah.
Back in Phoenix.
No Chris Paul.
No Chris Paul.
And DeAndre Ayton is questionable.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to see the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Save the small buckets. Have the Nuggets win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm rooting for the rest of the way. Hopefully they do it. I love that their superstar looks so unsuperstarish.
Right.
It's just great. I said to my daughter, we're watching, and she goes, "Who's their big star?" I said, "That guy." She goes, "Him?" I said, "Yes, he can do everything." So
another guy that looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy, and again,
he looks like a guy that will be in the YMCA at like 50 and still get buckets.
That's about it.
He'll find the Y in Serbia where he's from, and then get buckets.
You got him pretty fired up today, Doug. What are you doing to him? Man, oh man. All right, so your picks are Sixers in that series, right?
Yeah, Sixers. I think that Nuggets thing could go in Phoenix. That could go to the 7th game. I hope not, but
I hope not too. So you think Sixers and Heat will be the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yes.
Can you imagine at the beginning of the playoffs, you said that people would have said, "You're out of your mind."
Right.
Well,
but they're there.
Probably like the play-in is the greatest thing ever now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So guys can sit out more games during the season, so they're healthy at the end. So
Not next year. It's in the rules.
It's in the rules, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about the All NBA teams were announced yesterday? Did you see them?
Awful.
First team is Shai. How do you say it? Gilgeous Alexander, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Joel Embiid.
Shit, he made the first team, huh?
Yeah. Jokic is only on the second team. How is that possible?
When I saw the headline on my ESPN app yesterday, I thought, Oh, sure. They put Giannis on second.
No.
And Giannis was the only one that was
Unanimous.
unanimous.
Oh, he is something, isn't he?
Someone just handed the agent a memo. I hope he reads it on the air.
No. you want to see how many jobs we have slotted for this?
Sure.
All NBA second team: Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jokic.
Four of those guys play the same position.
I guess they don't do it by position anymore.
I guess not.
Third team: De'Aaron Fox, Damian Lillard, LeBron, Julius Randle, and Domantas Sabonis.
The
Kings.
Third team, huh?
Yep.
De'Aaron Fox, I think, should have been second team.
Instead of who? Butler? Brown?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell? Okay. Yeah, I like that De'Aaron Fox. He's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about the Leafs? They didn't fold last night.
I watched a little bit of that game. They were. I turned it on for 30 seconds, and there was a guy in a penalty box. And I thought, oh boy.
They were down to their third or fourth string goalie. This guy who started the year in the minors, and it was his first start ever at the NHL level, and it was in the playoffs. And they're down 3-0 and on the road.
Really?
And they won 2-1. It's only one goal for Panthers. So they're still alive. And then the Vegas Golden Knights lost, so that's 2-2 with Edmonton. So
Edmonton's got McDavid, right?
yep,
Yeah. Really good.
yeah, he is. Tonight the NHL has New Jersey Devils at Hurricanes. Carolina leads 3-1, and they could close it out. And then the Kraken at the Stars. That series is tied 2-2.
That's your team, Jack?
Yes, my sister and brother-in-law live out there, so they sent me a bunch of Kraken stuff when they got the franchise. So I'm not a fan of their uniforms. I like that teal is just.
You don't like the sea green?
The pukey green, no. A little bit is fine as an accent, but not the overall color. Oh, too much. But you got to go with them. What else you got?
Let's see. Well, let's see. The Brewers are off today.
Thank God.
Yeah. It saved. Don't forget, we got Mel's tomorrow.
You're gonna be. What time are you gonna be there, AJ?
6 to 7:30.
And you're gonna have books, right?
Yes,
if someone's
sir.
interested in the books, all right, that's great. Yeah, 6 to 7:30. Doug, are you gonna be? You're not gonna be there, right? You got a deck to build.
I have to go build a deck this weekend in Madison.
God bless you. I'm glad it's you. Better you than me, for God's sakes.
Thank you. Like I'm bringing somebody that knows what they're doing, and then I'm just,
That's pretty important.
Yeah, I'm just the eye candy.
Yeah. yes, you are. Me too.
For 90-year-olds.
Beautiful. What else, AJ?
Let's see. We got tomorrow. We got Brewers Royals. That's tomorrow. By the way, the Brewer game, public service announcement. The Brewer game is on Apple TV tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well, it should be. They shouldn't let them go back on broadcast.
It should limit who's able to watch now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Take it easy on us.
I can understand why attendance is poor.
Yes.
Last week.
Yes.
The other day.
Yep. Yeah. You got to either win or be exciting. Right now, they're neither.
Yeah.
Is attendance way down right now?
There's one of the ushers was telling us when we were there. I was there Tuesday night. Yeah, and he said, "Oh, the attendance has not been good. It's been pretty poor," in his words. But they always, until school's out, they don't get any weeknight crowds. But even that, he said it's light for them this year. So
Yeah.
that's the way it is. That's too bad.
So we got. Oh, did I ever give you the WSC baseball? Or did I give you that report yesterday?
You said the tournament's starting, right?
It starts tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And you said Whitewater is in it. They're like
They're the third seed.
Third seed? Yeah.
Point and lacrosse.
It's good that they have baseball. A lot of Wisconsin hasn't had baseball in years. The University of. I'm glad they have a league for those guys.
Oh, it went out on Title IX.
Yeah, they
Right?
went out a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in school, one of my roommates was on the team, and first year and then the second year they didn't have the team anymore. So
Oh, is that what it was?
yeah. Well, it was his fault. He stunk.
She's
So, he's the godfather to my first, but I don't care. I don't talk to him anymore. That's what it is.
I don't like that. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see what else we got.
You got nothing?
No,
Do you have any other appearances coming up this weekend, AJ? It's tomorrow's the one, right?
tomorrow's the one.
Okay.
Tomorrow's the one.
All right. Did you get any details on your other that we haven't announced yet?
No, Cindy is. I'm waiting on Cindy. Waiting to hear back from Bob. So.
Okay.
So but I think is it June?
It's June 20th or 21st.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna until you get the details, we'll save that for when you get it. Then we'll just bring it out big time.
Yeah.
Bulldog, did you wash your hands after you went to the bathroom? Good.
I'm a clean teen.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of that, I mean,
Oh. Well, what I miss?
Doug can help you with bathroom stuff.
That's true.
He's not the right guy.
A topic you can't seem to get away from, I'm sure.
Exactly.
They're pounding down your doors and handing you bathroom memos.
yeah. What else do you have? One more thing.
Bob Huggins got a suspension.
Bob Huggins got suspended for what?
Using using a slur
Uh-oh.
during a radio show to describe.
Oh, I saw that. That was this past weekend, right?
He got Doc Payne got a 3-game suspension.
He called them he was referring to the Xavier fans from when he used to be at Cincinnati, and he said they're a bunch of Catholic Fs.
You know, it just doesn't. Being a bigot does not pay any dividends anymore. I mean, maybe there's a time when you can make some serious bank off that, but I'm sorry, it just doesn't work anymore. Bad business plan. Put it away.
Well, the funny thing is, he as part of his punishment, he's getting fined $1 million as well.
Ouch.
And the best part is, or I think the funniest part is, that he's got to go to sensitivity training.
Oh,
Now, that's going to really help that guy.
Right.
A short course on sensitivity is really going to help.
He's gonna walk in and say, "Man, look at all these namby-pambies."
Yeah. What do you namby? Coach Thuggins is really going to improve.
He's like, "What did you think of sensitivity training?" It was a little too touchy-feely for me.
A little wimpy. Bunch of wusses taught it.
Tell you what.
AJ had to go to sensitivity training before we let him on the air.
It's a great place to pick up chicks.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing after class? Oh boy, nothing but trouble. Anyway, before I get fined $1 million in sensitivity training, we should pull the pin. Bokinis, nice to see you both in the same square. Haven't seen that in a while.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. That's
No. I mean,
don't say not at all. It's not easy to have them.
It ain't a show. It ain't a show without a bikini. We'll take any of yous.
That's right.
So,
We're still waiting for you to come up with your bikini bread. There's zucchini bread. We want bikini bread, and it's got to be better than zucchini bread.
okay. We'll do our best.
And I hope there's some sort of meat byproduct in it.
Hey, by the way, it's getting warm out. It's getting warm out there. We do have to plan that time at the lake and on a boat. So.
All right on. Excellent.
All right. Well. Let me know when the next time Bulldog is off and takes his break during your segment. That's when we'll discuss the break.
We'll discuss that.
I'll stand on shore and wave. Story of my life. Anyway, have a good one, guys.
All right, boys. See ya.
Bye bye.
Go get him. Good luck today, AJ.
AJ and Doug Bikini, an agent and a property. An agent and his property. It's like a boy and his dog. An
That's
agent
right.
and his property.
You picked the dog out of those two.
It's a wonderful thing.
It is.
Anyway, so it's Thursday, and traditionally we would have Eric in this slot. I haven't seen him around these parts yet.
All right.
so-
Well, we didn't announce the food days. So you can do this.
Well,
Perfect.
rattle them off, man.
Well, it's two pretty important ones.
Okay.
Today is, although on second thought, we'll see. That one of them is today's National Eat What You Want Day.
Really?
Yeah, perfect for us.
Well.
For us doing a video with Dr. Ben later today. That'd be perfect. National Eat What You Want. My question is,
I'm not gonna tell Mallory, my kid, because she would eat like staples and dirt when she was tiny.
Yes.
So she'll eat what she wants.
for 90% of Americans, every day is National Eat What You Want Day.
You know, being the free land that we are, at least
There's
as
a
of today.
full ranking of foods Americans would eat every day if they didn't have to worry about the consequences. In order, number one. Remember? Do you remember Dr. Ben's biggest offender of foods that should be outlawed?
Oh, there's so many.
It crushed us when he said it. He knew it was coming.
Muffins. He didn't like muffins.
No, but they weren't. The number one was pizza.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
wait,
so
there are consequences to pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what the consequences are? Joy.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh,
number
darn.
one. That's number one. Number two, pasta. See, I don't think.
Oh man, what are we doing here?
3 burgers
Oh my god.
tied with ice cream. Number 5, tacos or burritos. And I saw an interesting thing
You know,
today.
that top 5 is basically that's Thursday for me.
Yes.
That's a day.
6 is chocolate, 7 French fries, 8 donuts, 9 cake, 10 chips, 11 cheese,
Oh
and
my
12
gosh.
cookies. And this data was gathered by a top Vancouver marketing agency. I believe that.
Oh, well, this is Canadian, so okay.
Today is also
No back bake on there.
perfect day for this. Hostess Cupcake Day.
Well, now wait a minute. Not just
Hostess
any cupcake.
Hostess Cupcake Day is celebrated annually on May 11th to commemorate the day of the first Hostess Cupcake being sold in 1919.
Wow, nice.
They became so popular that in 1988 alone, 400 million of these were sold. The number skyrocketed to 600 million in 2011.
I'll be damned. You're right. Look at that. Even Google agrees.
See?
There we go.
This is funny. In the 1950s was when the Hostess Cupcake took on the distinct identity that it still has today. Dr. Doc Rice, an employee at Hostess, was assigned the task of further developing the cupcake. Can you imagine that? Doc, it's up to you. Further develop the cupcake. He came up with the idea of including white squiggles on the top to make it unique from other cupcake brands, utilizing a new machine that was used to make Twinkies, another Hostess product.
The squiggle machine.
This one, the Twinkie machine, we used to fill it with vanilla cream filling.
Indeed.
That was also added. This new and improved cupcake was first test marketed in Michigan, and it took off like crazy.
Now, Jack, look here on the cupcake side. The original squiggle has a trademark.
No.
Right there on the big R with the circle on it. That doesn't mean kosher. That would be a U. No, it's not a kosher squiggle. That's the original squiggle. And if you squiggle anywhere, I'll see your ass in court.
You imagine? And then the second flavor, I never understood why they came out with the orange cupcake. You remember that? All of a sudden, the orange one's just
still there. If you notice, it's over there. Let me see if I can scroll to the orange. This one looks like a birthday cake one.
Yes.
Yeah, I've not tried that one. This one's delicious. I love when they came out with this. It was again joy, and that's the there it is.
That's the orange one.
Yeah, I don't like my citrus and my squiggles together. It's not something I can get into. Here we go. We got a lemon cupcake, limited edition, so grab it while you can. Yeah. And what do we got here? This is the fireworks. There's gunpowder in that bastard.
Patriotic.
What's this guy? Lime? Let's see here. Key lime. It's a key lime cupcake.
Oh, that's everybody's into the key lime.
I don't like key lime very much. This looks like I'm gonna guess it's strawberry, and I was right.
Oh, wow.
It's over.
It's
over. Available February 19th to March 5th. It's over.
It's over.
And then there's our classic right there. So, all right. Well, that was fun. I had a good time. What else
The
you got?
hostess cupcakes. There you go.
Okay, the problem being, ladies and gentlemen, and this is my my Rush Limbaugh style commentary on Hostess cupcakes. They've gotten smaller. They're smaller, and they're not as filling. And I don't know. And they seem to have less in the box. What's going on, America?
You are
Excellence in broadcasting, EIB here on the.
you're EIB, all right. I just sent you another thing, and Dr. Ben will love this to see.
Okay.
It's an article on a ranking the flavored Lay's potato chips of the new sandwich flavored Lay's
boy.
potato chips.
I see it here. Let me see if I can bring this up here. This is important. This is clearly.
And then Dennis, written by Dennis Lee on Tuesday, he ranked them.
All right. Here we go, folks.
There's the BLT sandwich. There's the wavy Cuban and the baked buffalo chicken.
Here we are, folks. These are real. The new limited time Lay's flavors inspired by sandwiches. One stands out from the rest. We got, like you said, BLT, wavy Cuban sandwich, and the baked buffalo chicken sandwich. That one's going to be spicy, I'll bet you. Let's see which one they say. Third place, we have
BLT.
the BLT. You know why? Because there's vegetables on there. It's lettuce and tomatoes. That's not going to be as good. So
here's the thing about these chips. They're not bad. They just have too much of flavor. They don't have much flavor aside from a lingering bacon-like smoke and a little bit of tartness. It's supposed to be like the tomato.
Tomato flavor peeking out.
Yeah.
Hello, don't forget about me. I'm tomato. Oh boy. So in second place, we got the buffalo chicken sandwich. That's going to be a little hot, I imagine. They say here, they're happy to report that the chips are pretty great. They have a good snap and crunch. The buffalo flavor comes through front and center. It's really hard to hide the buffalo. Buffalo's big, but the Cuban here, look at this baby. Okay,
and
one by a mile.
Well, and when the Cuban had the advantage of being the wavy Lay's, I am. Remember Ruffles? They were the big thing. They were the only ones that had the ridges
for a while. They were the only ones bold enough to do that. Yeah,
yeah. And now they just been the wavy Lay's just dominate them. I believe I'm a wavy Lay's guy.
Of course, being inspired by a Cubano, this chip also has to taste like pork products, specifically ham and roasted pork loin. That's how you say that word. Those flavors don't really make much of an appearance.
The next line is classic.
This is my favorite. But in fact, the lack of porky might be doing these chips a big favor, since that would likely come off tasting synthetic and sometimes downright chemical.
Well, you think? You think, and all these flavors don't come off tasting
a little bit chemical, yeah. Well, they're all built in the lab. I don't think any loin was involved. So there you go.
No, the porky notes just aren't there.
Don't skimp on the loin. I always say you gotta wear a loin cloth.
Thank you. You are not invited on the agent's boat.
On the bikini boat tour. A 3-hour tour. Well, there we go. Your new I haven't seen these anywhere. I mean, I haven't really looked for them specifically, but I'd like to find them.
Well, part of the thing is it's overwhelming. The chip aisle is overwhelming.
It is. If you can have a complete OCD meltdown in the chip aisle. I mean, what do you do? So, all right. Well, I'm gonna keep. Let's. We should do a taste test right here on the show. Let's make it a goal to find one or more of these bags.
I wonder if Eric or Dr. Kelly would approve of these.
It sounds like the bird outside your window does.
Yeah.
It'd be a beautiful spring day. Blue skies today, by the way, on the way in. I said,
80.
That's
to get up near 80.
80 today. Fantastic. Some of this is the bluest skies I've seen for a long time this morning on the way in. And then blue skies over Saukville is rare.
Well, it's rare that you would ever notice anything but like when it's gloomy or cloudy.
You know why the birds are chirping though? Because we have a vet. Because the vet's here. So,
the bird's saying, "Don't eat me." Instead of eat me.
It's like, I got this pain, doctor, around my neck. I wonder if you can check it out for me. So that's That's awesome. That can't be real. Anyway, we have a vet in the house. We have our own Dr. Kelly, who I'm sure has potato chip opinions. Let's find out.
Does she
Dr.
like potato
Kelly,
chips?
welcome into the show. So nice to see you.
As a doctor, we're going to respect your opinion as long as you agree with us.
Yes.
Do you like chips? Are you a chip person?
Yes, because I love salt.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Dr. Kelly, I knew I could count on you.
All right.
So what is your favorite chip, if you had to name one?
Sea salt and vinegar.
Oh, sure.
Really? The
Yeah.
vinegar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my saltier kids likes that too. They're just like, that's the ultimate chip.
Yeah.
Any ridges, or how do you like kettle boiled, or whatever the hell they
Little ones
call
are
them?
good. Those from
You mean like
Nantucket or whatever.
the texture, the actual
Well,
surface
or a
texture?
brand. Do you have like you say,
Yeah, and I can picture them right now, but I'll have to. They come from Portland, Oregon, and
Ooh.
it was the first sea salt and vinegar chip I ever tried.
Okay.
And
you always remember your first.
I think they're called kettle chips, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I think those are the
Yeah.
ones in the white bag with the yes. Those are fantastic. Yeah, they're exuberant,
Not Cape
crunchy.
Cod.
They're,
Not Cape Cod.
Is that Cape Cod?
No,
chips?
not Cape Cod.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah. No. Okay, so from Portland. So kettle chips from Portland, sea salt and vinegar. Did you know?
It's actually a like a navy blue bag.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, is it the Kettle brand? Because there is actually just Kettle brand potato chips.
I can't
Here, I'll bring.
Just look for a blue bag. Get for it.
Here we go.
Right.
I get that all the time at the library here. They're like, "You got that one book that's orange?" That's how we file them now. We don't use. Yeah, we threw the Dewey Decimal System out the window. It's color coded only.
Quit holding on to me.
Bad idea. Well, so here we go. So are we talking here?
Ah,
The blue is air
Yes.
fried, by the way.
Yes.
There we
kettle
go.
brand.
Extra
There.
in a good way, trademarked. Well, you can't do anything with getting trademarked anymore. Good lord.
Air fried.
That air fried sounds way too
That's
healthy.
new.
I've not tried those.
There's a lot of oxygen in that chip.
Today is also National Eat Whatever You Want Day with no regrets, Dr. Kelly.
I do hope you'll partake.
I do want to say though, with the regards to the chips, I did try once upon a time a tiny canister of Pringles sea salt and vinegar.
Sure.
And these were purchased at a little store as a snack when I was in London. And
British Pringles.
I ate, one of those short cans.
Sure.
Mhm.
They were so salty.
That's how we cover up the uranium.
Something was wrong with them. They were so salty that the next morning when I got up, the inside top layer of my mouth peeled off.
I was right about the uranium. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that's bad.
So the
That's like
lesson
eating
is,
yeah. Ooh.
when in London, don't eat sea salt and vinegar Pringles. Most people probably wouldn't do it wherever in the world they were, because you never know what's Pringles.
Right. Put down the Pringles. Step away.
Step away, Mom. Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh! Yeah, I lost like 18 layers last year. It's wonderful. I can actually feel my eyes now. Lord, that's terrifying. My gosh, creepy.
That was salty.
Yeah, that's pretty salty. Absolutely. I find so you must like movie popcorn because that's uber salty too. That must really do. the
Well,
trick
you
for
get to salt it yourself usually.
It's
So
true that they should not allow. No wonder my tickets are going up. Easy on the salt, Dr. Kelly. Come on. I can't afford this.
but I did just return home very recently from a 3-day conference in Las Vegas.
Oh, right on. Viva.
Yeah. Where it was also in the low 80s, which was very nice.
Oh, nice.
Not that I was outside really at all, but
Oh, sure. Right. Yeah.
yeah, it was
It was a boondoggle.
Did
It
you?
was an intensive surgery conference, so we were basically in a lab 8 hours a day.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
it
it
was
wasn't like
fun.
did they open a lab inside of like the Mirage or something? You know?
No, this is a building that's dedicated just for this purpose.
Oh.
Oh,
right.
And
like-
it's not on the strip. You can see the strip and you can see the airport, but it's not,
Sure.
right there.
so it's out near the In-N-Out Burger then. That's close.
It's in Henderson.
okay.
That's
Okay.
a huge growing thing.
Did you
Was-
pull a handle? Did you roll the
what-
bones? Did you spin the wheel a little bit there?
No.
No, not even once. You didn't play one. Just at the airport or at a cafe. Wow, such amazing restraint. I'm in Vegas and I'm gonna take all my money home.
Were the subjects of the surgery, were they white tigers or anything like that?
No, we
I think Roy got eaten. Didn't he?
did surgery on each group of 2 people got 2 dog and 1 cat cadaver.
Mm.
Nobody leaves
Boy,
empty-handed.
whatever happens in
party
Vegas stays in Las Vegas.
These are like party
Wow,
favors.
you know how to live, Dr. Kelly.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. Did everybody get 2 dogs and a cat? I just want to make sure everybody's got 3 cadavers.
Raise your
Raise your
Raise your
hand
hand.
if we're short a cadaver.
Well, I got a collie and a chihuahua. I'd like actually a collie and a Great Dane. Can we actually? Did you
We'll
think
get,
Dr.
we'll,
Kelly?
we'll
you
get that rectified. We'll get that rectified after lunch.
You didn't think by bringing that up that we wouldn't exploit that here on the show, did you? Did you think we were going to leave that alone? No.
But this is how we learn surgery.
I know.
Oh.
But geez. When I go home, all my cats and dogs are not cadavers, which is great. I'm a fan.
Yes, they are. They just don't know it yet.
Their owner might be. But, I mean, holy cow. So you've done this kind of holiday with a cadaver before.
Yes.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's, only with animals. This
But
is
do you get graded then, or do they say you pass or fail or anything like how does that work?
No, pretty much you just get your certificate that shows how many continuing ed hours you
Oh,
okay.
when you leave. Yeah.
So you can really suck, like,
Yeah.
and still get your continuing education.
Yes,
hours.
you could.
In
Kelly's
fact-
like, I saw 2.
yeah. In fact, many do, but not Dr. K.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Her partner kept going, God, it was good. It was a good thing, except my partner had the sea salt and vinegar breath. that wouldn't quit.
Brought it back to life. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. So did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty much everybody got to do, some procedures that either they hadn't done before or had only done, once or twice with someone else holding their hand, basically. And so,
One-handed surgery.
Got paw coming out of the head. Like, is this right? Did I do this right?
yeah. So the instructors, they're first you go to like 2 hours of lecture and then
Okay.
you do 2 hours of lab and then you have lunch and then repeat.
Okay. Okay.
So it was GI and urinary surgery focused.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah. Not a fan. I can just see the lecturer coming out. You see, the heart should be on the inside. You're close. It's good, but
Yeah, if they caught you operating inside the chest, then you failed.
Little overzealous over there. Let's put the scalpel down.
We only have so many cadavers. Don't go after them up for
I
everybody.
get another cat. I screwed up.
Do you have
No.
Yeah.
In fact, we had the same starting dog for all 3 days, and then a cat just briefly for 1 urinary surgery the first afternoon, and then suddenly a new dog appeared on the last day, but we still had the old one, so we could each do different procedures at the same time, which was kind of nice,
Oh,
actually.
that's cool.
Thank God I'm not part of this because I'd make so many
Dude.
bad jokes. Just be like, can I get a different lab
They
partner?
wouldn't-
This is clown.
There's a reason you aren't part of this. You aren't invited. No one would let you in. So how many of these things do you do a year, Dr. K? Is there a certain amount that you
Wisconsin
angle for?
requires 20 hours of continuing education to renew your license. So that's every 2 years. So
Okay.
I just, got 24 hours in 3 days. So I'm set for a while.
Nice. Banked
but
them.
I will. But I do one big conference every year.
Okay.
Okay.
How much of the stuff can they do like on Zoom? I mean, obviously you can't, and you can always there's cadavers everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's been a lot of remote,
Yeah.
lecture only conferences since
Sure.
COVID started. There still are, which
yeah.
it's useful because then you can listen to the lecture and ask questions live and get all the notes, but not
Absolutely.
have to travel.
Yeah, absolutely. Although traveling to Vegas isn't exactly torture either.
I really much prefer in person. Even if it's just lecture, I'd really much prefer in person.
I think we all are getting to that point too, where everyone's just sort of like, "Oh, good, another Zoom meeting, hooray!"
As we talk about this virtually, we prefer.
We'll get there. We'll get there. The day will come. Mark my words. Very good. So, did you do anything besides? I mean, were you strictly just blah 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 lecture and then home? Did you do anything cool in Vegas besides play with dead bodies?
Pretty much, no.
Bummer.
Yeah, you get up and the bus picks everybody up at the same hotel and takes us to the center where we're doing this, and then they feed you breakfast, and then they feed you lunch, and then the bus comes back at 5, and then we're on our own after that. But by then, everybody just wanted to like lay around the pool and read.
Well, hey, I'm not going to say anything about that.
I think a few people went and caught a show.
Oh yeah, it's the Ethel Merman tribute show. You'll be swell. You'll be great. Oh boy, I think Vegas has gotten away from that a little bit now. Not as schmaltzy as it used to be. But I am.
There's still plenty of schmaltz. Yeah,
that's true. Absolutely. So you got the day off today. Anything interesting going on over there at Easttown?
Yeah, I haven't been there since Friday, so.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully not.
So tomorrow you're going back in, and you might be coming into a real.
See what's happened since I
absolutely. left. I'm sure everything's great.
I'm sure I have a work list a mile long, but.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, it could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh wow.
So indeed. Well, Dr. Kelly, fantastic to see you again on this Thursday, and obviously, best of luck back in the office. I hope all your patients are easily,
more lively than the cadavers.
Yes, I hope.
In better shape than the cadavers.
A bit more responsive, hopefully, than than the ones you just dealt with. So, welcome back to Oz County.
Oh, thanks. Yes, it's quite a bit different now coming back than it was when I left, as far as the weather, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. You left.
It was a little cool.
You left at a good time.
This will do. What we're
Absolutely.
today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care, Dr. Kelly. We will hope to see you next Thursday, same time.
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye, Dr. Kelly, our vet.
Chip expert.
It is, yes, absolutely. Master of the cadaver. I mean, the minute she dropped that, I'm like, oh man, we're gonna harvest that one here. That's just too rich.
What was the horror movie? And of course, I never saw it, but Pet Cemetery, where
sure,
wasn't there?
Yeah. Very dangerous stuff up there at that burial ground. You bring your pet up there, and they come back. But as they say, what comes back is not what is not how they left.
Oh, really?
Oh no, that's bad news. Oh, that's the book that Stephen King wrote and then put away for like 3 or 4 years because he's like, oh damn, that's too gruesome even for me.
Really?
That is a nasty book. Oh God. Yeah. I read that young too. I was like 6th grade.
It was a movie too, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did a movie. Fred Gwynne was in there. Herman Munster, one of his last films, I think. And so, but if he had perished during the making of the movie, they could have just put him in the Pet Cemetery.
Right. Wait. Hang on. Don't die.
He is not dead. He's just temporarily unavailable.
This cat to rip your lungs out. Just hang in there. We'll put you out of your misery.
That is that movie. Oh my God. Yeah, they did a remake too. John Lithgow's in the remake from a few years ago. I heard it wasn't as good, but I don't know. It's
hard to believe.
That's a rough movie. I saw that movie actually at the Starlight Drive-In in Menominee Falls. The good old Starlight. That was a great outdoor theater. It was so sad when they knocked that thing over. That was fun. A lot of movies there.
Yeah, it was terrible, but it was fun.
Well, the driving experience is.
That's right. It was fun.
As Joe Bob Briggs, the drive-in movie critic, used to say, "I saw the movie Under the Stars the way God intended." I don't go to those hardtop theaters.
Our dark fears.
There you go. Well, that's the show. That's a Thursday, and go out there and soak up a little vitamin D.
This is exciting. We'll have a Dr. Ben segment for everyone tomorrow.
Yes,
First
we're
one
gonna
in a
be,
while. He's been all over the world. You know.
Well, he was in India for a while. I know that. Did he do some more traveling after
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was just climbing mountains somewhere.
I wonder if he went to Vegas and played with some cadavers. I'm sure for his practice, might be helped because his practice is getting you to avoid being that.
Right.
So,
Well, next time we got to ask Dr. Kelly. So if they, for humans, they test things on animals, for animals, who they test the stuff on? Where do you go from there?
There's trouble. There are certain questions that should not be asked.
That's true.
That might
Very
be one
true.
of them. So there we go. That's
Yeah.
the show. Don't forget, folks, if you like what you hear this week, and I know at least one or two of you do, we have the best of playing on the radio. You can listen to that Friday nights around 7 p.m., I believe, sometimes 6. I don't know. I just put it on around the dinner hour. And the other doctor, Dr. Scott, comes in, the doc comes in and edits these segments together and puts a bunch of sound effects over it. So it basically sounds like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. So, Wilma! So tune into that if you can.
And all right, and so we had all kinds of fun stuff today. Agent was in today.
Yeah.
AJ's going to be live tomorrow. If anybody wants to meet AJ in person, I highly recommend it. 6 to 7:30 tomorrow night at Cedars 3 for the Mel's BC's 8-pin event.
8-pin tap.
8-pin tap.
Just gotta tap them.
And that goes Friday and Saturday, but AJ will only be there on Friday night.
There you go. All right.
So
fantastic. I got to work out. We're going to get him in here for a lecture day here at the library for our summer reading program. I just got to get it. It'll be a Thursday night in June or July. So I got to nail that down today or tomorrow. So I will reach out to him soon. But anyway, goodbye all. Tomorrow we're going to do a show again because foolishly they let us.
Have a happy
hostess
cupcake
day.
Go enjoy the squiggles.
There you go. And don't rip them off.
Gotta run over to the gas station.
They'll sue the pants off you. All right.